Bill, it really is a funny thing. We've experienced this again and again and again in seminar where people will almost buck or push back against the idea of feeling good. So when we suggest, hey, you're going to find a place in your body that knows what it feels like to actually receive, it's almost like a nuclear meltdown. It's interesting. And you were just saying there's a laundry list of reasons, real reasons why people avoid this feeling good sensation.
Oh gosh, and they're the most interesting. Well, I would just say interesting from the perspective where they don't make any sense. So, for some people, they find themselves like avoiding feeling good because, like, when they were a child, uh, let's say, you went off to camp, right? Summer camp. And then you came back and you were like, oh my gosh, that was the best. And your brothers and sisters was, oh, it was the best, huh? Oh, you think you're better than me. Or you think that oh, you had a good time and I was here work. Come here, little, you know,
Let me wipe that smile right off your face. Yeah.
I'll make sure we'll take care of that little smile. We'll take care of that. Right. So, there's other people that I've seen that were like, oh, you're cool, right? Oh, you got the cool clothes. Oh, you got that cool look. Oh, really? Oh, yeah? There's some sort of feeling of you're better than me, or you think you're cool, you know? And maybe it's from being kind of like pushed down on when you are. A lot of people that are physically good looking, right? They'll try to dumb things down, not to be a threat because it can be very harsh to be on the other side of people, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Church, you're trained in by church and school and parents not to think too much of yourself. So if you're going around smiling all the time and you feel good about yourself, someone is inevitably going to tell you you're thinking too much of yourself. You're too proud is another way that we put it. One other big thing is, Bill, and this is the interesting thing, may have to do with church and upbringing as well, is you haven't suffered enough
Oh,
to get that good thing or to feel that good. You haven't paid your dues. You'll hear somebody say, oh, what did they do to deserve that? So the idea of deserving something will prevent people from even considering being in the part of their body that literally attracts good things, that great sensation in the body that absolutely sends a signal out of positivity. And like we were saying before, it's infectious. It infects other people. It makes other people feel good. It makes other people smile. But there is so much trained into us not to experience that people will kick right back at it.
oh my gosh. I'll tell you that this is such a part of our society. In martial arts, you've got to suffer, right? You've got to, you haven't paid your dues. In yoga, oh, you haven't put the time in and paid your dues. In meditation, or you name it, in business, right? Oh, how do they think they're going to get there? You know what? There's a hierarchy, right? And you have to put your time in, right? Even though you might walk in and you're just naturally skilled at this and naturally good at it, right? So it is something that permeates every part of society. It's so human, right? And so we buy into it. Well, I got to put in my dues.
It's so true. We hear people say all the time, I just want to be happy. But that's not necessarily true. It takes a bit of training. And that's why our work is so valuable. Because one, we point out the part of the body that's emanating a manifesting signal that is not at all one you want, one of, oh, suffering, negotiating with the universe, being low so you can get high, don't jump the line. But you really can shift into a part of your body instantly, if you know how, to start emanating that good feeling, that good manifesting, peace, joy, love. But you have to be willing to do it. And we would suggest that most people are not willing. You have to shift that feeling, that belief. But when you do, it changes only everything in your whole life. It changes the perspective of, why not just be happy to be happy? Why not just feel loved to be loved?
Yes. Once I understood, there's something here that is just a real gem. And that is that our ego would rather be right than be happy every time. It will choose being right, even if it makes you miserable, every single time. And what Liz is talking about is being able to jump that track, get on a whole different wavelength, and bypass all of that.
It's so true, Bill. Imagine standing in a line 1,000 people deep, and you've got to get through that line and convince each person that they should be happy before you get to be happy. You will never get there, but it's what each of us is doing every day. So learning how to find your core negative feeling, the thing that's holding you back, limiting you, and flip it into your core attracting feeling, the place that it's when you're in the zone, it's when things are clicking for you, it's when things are working, being able to do that instantly and expertly will change absolutely everything in your life. The question you have to ask yourself is, do you dare? Do you dare actually feel happy? Do you dare actually to know how to manifest the life of your dreams through feeling great? It's really a big question.